Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you again. Today I want to get into what might be my favorite pair of non-SB Dunk Lows in my collection. I haven't owned this colorway before, but we've seen it released on multiple occasions. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Nike Dunk Lows in the Plum colorway. As soon as I said this is my favorite non-SB Dunk Low, I immediately thought, well, wait, you have the Jackie Robinsons. That's not a collab, that's not an SB, but that's definitely a special release. I don't think this is really a GR, but I'm talking as far as like standard Dunk Lows go, I think this one is probably my favorite. I do still prefer the Jackie Robinsons for obvious reasons. However, when you see these, maybe you'll understand, maybe you won't. I just love this pair. I think the colorway is incredible. The materials are way better than what I anticipated. This is an awesome pair. We can see it's just a standard box, nothing to go over there. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low SP, and the colors are Daybreak and Barn Plum. I went true to size on this pair and got a size 10. And I mentioned that this has been released before. I think the last time we saw this colorway was in 2019, but these were originally released in 2001 as a Japan exclusive. So they were very limited, but they were very sought after back in the day. Retail price on these, I believe, was $115 US. I got these from the sneakers app. I don't know if they were available other places or not. All right, and enough of my rambling. Here they are. I think these things are beautiful. I'm not really sure what it is about them. Typically, I'm not even a huge purple fan. I don't know if it's just because the materials are so premium or what, but these look absolutely phenomenal in my opinion, and I am very pleased that I have a pair in my collection. I'm surprised that resale isn't higher than what it is. I don't know if it's just because the market kind of got flooded with them and most people that bought them just bought them for a quick flip or something. Right now, prices of these are very reasonable on the resale market. I think in my size, they're selling for like around $150 or so. So after fees, you'll probably be about $165 into them. I got these for retail, which was $115 US. But I think this is an awesome shoe. I wouldn't blame anybody that decided to grab them at the price that they're at right now. I don't know how often we'll see colorways like this drop. I guess we are getting the veneers sometime soon. For the longest time, dunks like this were untouchable, but now it seems like they're pretty easy to get for retail, and I think that's a great time to be collecting sneakers. I really think they dropped these at the perfect time as well, with the sunshine coming back and, you know, springtime is upon us. I probably wouldn't wear these through the winter too much just because these materials are really premium and I wouldn't want to mess them up with the muck and the salt and that kind of stuff that we have on the ground in the wintertime around here. I don't see any mistakes on these. I think they came out real clean. There's no glue anywhere, and it seems like the shape is consistent from one shoe to another. I just think this pair came out tremendously, so I'm very pleased with these. Looking at the outsole, we have a standard dunk tread pattern, nothing out of the ordinary there. Pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot. It's very similar to a Jordan 1 tread pattern. It's in this red color that kind of matches the swoosh and then the laces as well. I think that might be the Daybreak color. As we come up the shoe, you can see that the dark red from the outsole meets a bright white midsole, and we've got bright white stitching there. I think that really pops with these rich colors. And then without a doubt, the star of the show for me is just this material on the upper. It does have 3 different colors of suede on here, but they all seem to be equally premium. It just feels like it's a very high quality shoe. You get a lot of color change whenever you change the motion. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. Sometimes that's hard to see on camera, but just take my word for it if you can't see it. But you get that same color change on all of the colors of suede that we have on this upper. It's not a real long hair, it's kind of like a short-haired suede, but it just feels very, very premium to me. Another thing I love is just how thick the cuts are. There you can see on the mudguard this darker color of purple. You can see how thick that cut is. And you can also see when looking at the side of the swoosh that they use really thick cuts for that as well. For the mudguard, going up the eye stays and then wrapping around the base of the heel, we have this darker purple color, and I really love it. Like I said, I'm not a huge purple fan. Maybe that's because I just don't like the Ravens at all. Purple is a color that I just don't have a whole lot of in my wardrobe, and I don't have a whole lot of purple shoes. So I like it whenever I'm able to pick up a pair and it fills a gap that I have in my shoe collection. And then for the base of the upper, this is lighter than the purple overlays. It's almost like a bluish gray color. But again, you get that back and forth motion, you get a lot of color shift, and it just feels as premium as can be. On the toe box, you have those perforations like we always get, and then you can also see that nice suede for the side panels underneath the swoosh. And the color of that material also matches this kind of canvas material that we have for the tongue. And then we also get that canvas material here on the heel up by the collar and where we see those rows of stitching that we always get on Dunks. The only other color of suede that we have on this upper is for the swoosh and then the heel tab. And again, I think that might be the Daybreak color, but I'm not 100% confident. You see it on the heel tab, and you also see some Nike branding embroidered on there. They only gave us one color laces in these. I'm not sure if that's how they came originally or not, but I really like that color lace in these shoes. I think it helps to balance out the swoosh and then the outsole. I think they look nice. I do think that they'd probably look nice if you could find this like grayish blue color that we have on the base. I think that would look good if you kind of match the tongue. I also think it might look good if you just put bright white flat laces in there, or if you had some extra SB laces. I think they would probably look good in these as well. The piping going around the edges of the tongue is the same color as that canvas material we have on the tongue, and the tag is also the same color, but it's got some of that deep red Nike branding on it. Our sock liner has almost like a satin feel to it. It's definitely more premium than what we get on standard Dunk Lows, and it also feels like it's more padded up around the collar. Not as much as what an SB has, but there's definitely more padding, and I love this satin feeling that we have on this sock liner. It's in a purple color, and then down on the insole, that's a purple color as well, and we've got some Nike branding down on it. That was a pretty quick look at these Nike Dunk Lows in the plum color. I'm not sure how many numbers of these they made, but I'm really glad that I was able to grab a pair for retail. I'm not mad that they're not reselling for a whole bunch. I'm definitely keeping this pair in my collection. I wouldn't blame anybody for grabbing these at the resale prices that they're at right now. I think this is a really well done shoe. This is one of my favorite Dunk Lows in my collection now, and I plan on rocking them a good bit in this spring and summertime. Let me know what you all think about these. I appreciate y'all watching tremendously, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.